Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve Codeforces problem, longest palindrome. If you are new to my channel, I just want to mention that my channel is dedicated to help people who are preparing for coding interviews and Java J2E interviews. On my channel, there are over 200 solved coding problems which are taken from important coding problems from Amazon, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many other big companies. Those constitute important coding varieties such as dynamic programming, graph problems, binary search problems, binary search tree related different coding problems, as well as BFS DFS matrix problems, optimization problems, priority queue related problems are also covered. So if you are preparing for any Java interviews or telephonic interviews or coding interviews, then this channel can definitely help you in your Java J2 interview preparation. So you please subscribe to the channel. This channel can definitely help your preparation. So let's look into the longest palindrome problem. Returning back to problem solving, Gildong is now studying about palindromes. He learned that a palindrome is a string that is the same as its reverse. For example, string pop, noon, x, and these KKKKKK are palindromes, while strings moon, TV, AB are not. An empty string is also a palindrome. Gildong loves this concept so much that he wants to play with it. He has n distinct strings of equal length m. He wants to discard some of the strings, possibly none or all, and reorder the remaining strings so that the concatenation becomes a palindrome. So basically he has a lot of strings and he wanted to concatenate the strings to form palindromic string, right? He also wants the palindrome to be as long as possible, so he want to form a longest string basically, which is a palindrome, right? Please help him find one. So in the input there are n and m number of strings and length of each string is given, as you can see here 3 3. So three strings are there and each string has a length 3, and next n line contain a string of length m each consisting of lowercase Latin letters only. All strings are distinct. So this is also, they have already told us that all strings are distinct, so there won't be any repetition. So in the output we have to find out the longest palindromic string and its length, right? So for example, let's just take this example over here. So in this case we have these three strings. So what we can do is we can take this first string, right, tab, and then we can append this string to this string, right, bat, BAT, right? So if we append it and concatenate it, then this is a palindrome. So you can read it from this direction. So it is TAB BAT. Even if you read from reverse direction, it is TAB BAT. So it is same. So this is a palindrome and this is the longest palindrome, right? Because one, we cannot use it because we cannot put it in the middle, or we don't have any other combination that we can use it in the palindromic string, right? So in this case we can form this palindromic string with length 6, and as I said, this is the string that we are going to output, right, tab bat. So this is one example. They have given us another example, so let's also look at this another example over here. So let me just take a color pencil. So as you can see, how we can form this palindrome is, let's just discuss the example as well as the approach that we are going to use to solve this problem also, right? So palindrome means we want to basically find out a string. For example, if we are taking this ox, right, ox, so what we will do is we will keep putting these strings into a hash set, right, hash set. So this is hash set is a set implementation in Java. So we will take hash set of strings and we will keep putting. So this is set 1 and we will have another set also, which is set 2. So we will create two sets. So we will first put, whenever we get any string, we will put it into this hash set, right? So OO we put it here, and we will try to find out if like if there is another string which is opposite of this string, then we will put it in the set 2. So there is no string which is opposite and another string. So now we will come, we are done with this, so we will put ox. So OX we will put it into the set1, and we will now go to the next string, right? And whenever we are putting any string here, first we will check if there is opposite string present here, right? So now in this case XO, we will check if the opposite string, reversed string, is present, right? So in this case a reverse string OX is already present, so if that is the case we will put that string into the set2. So we will put this XO string into the set2, right? So XO will go here, XO, and because there is another opposite reverse string already present in set1, so we put that string in set2, right? XO. Now XX comes, so again we will put XX here into the set1, right? uh, because there is no opposite string already present, right? So first we will create this set1 and set2, and then what we will do after that is we will create three different things, right? Like we will create three different parts to form a palindrome, which first, like let's call this left part is a first part here, and then this is a second part, let's say, and then this is a middle part, right? So we will create three parts and then we will combine them together to form palindrome, right? So this is a middle part, right? So first part, what we will do is we will go through this hash set 1, this hash set 1, and we will check if there is any string in the set 1 which has opposite string in set 2, right? So we will find this. So now OX is there which has opposite string, means reverse string in set 2, right? So in that case we will make this OX as the first one, right? So OX becomes first here, and then we will put the reverse part into the second part, right? So XO we will put here, correct? XO we will put here, and after that there is no other string which has a reverse like a reverse string present in set2, right? So after that one is done, then what we will do is we will uh, like take, we have to form the middle part, right? Now we will go through this OO and XX, so we can take any of these things and put it into the middle part, right? Because they both are palindrome basically. So either we put OO here or we can put XX here. So XX also we can put here, but only one of them we can put, not both, right? So that's how we can form a palindromic string. So we will combine them together now to form a palindromic sequence. So for example, if we combine them together, it becomes OX, then OO and XO, right? XO. So we are concatenating first plus middle plus second, all this part. So if you read it from this direction or in the reverse direction, they are same basically, right? OXOO XO, OXOO XO, right? So this is one combination. Instead of OO you can put XX also, both are valid. If we put XX, then it becomes OX, right? Then XX, and then XO, right? So both are valid combinations, but both have same length. So now here also, if you read in this direction or in opposite direction, they read the same, OXXXO and OXXXXO. So both are largest palindromic subsequence of length 6, right? So here also it is 6, here also it is 6. So that is what we have to output as our answer, right? And there can be multiple answers, they already told us here if you look. So if there are multiple answers, print any of them. If the palindrome is empty, print empty line, or don't print this line at all. So there can be multiple answers, as we have seen in this example. Both answers are correct. So this is the approach we are going to take to form the longest palindromic string from the given strings, right? Um, so let us just like we can just modify this example a little bit. So I can show you one other example. So this example is clear, right? So now what we will do is uh, I will just remove this from whiteboard. So we can reuse the whiteboard again, right? So now what we will do, I wanted to show you one example where we have multiple, like let's say this OX and XO is there. So we have another string. Let's just assume that here we have another string called as AB and BA, right? AB and BA both are also given to us. So now what we will do in our example is we will take first we will go through the same logic, right? Set 1 and set 2 we will populate. So first we will have OO here, right, in set 1. Then we will have OX here, right, in set 1. Then when XO comes, we will check if already reversed is present here, right? So we will put it into set 2. So now XO will go into the set 2. So this is XO, right? After that XX comes, so we will enter XX in set 1, right? After that AB comes, so we will put AB into set 1, right? And after that BA comes, so BA already has a opposite reverse string here, so we have to put that in set 2. So we are putting BA in set 2, right? So after we are done, now we will have to again form first, second and third part, right? First, second and middle part. So this is first, this is middle, right? And this is second part. So let's just form one by one. So uh, when we are looking into OO, right? OO we can put it as a middle element, right? Middle part, because it does not have any opposite into set 2. So we will put that into the middle part, and we put OX here, right? OX we will put into first part. So we have to put the opposite into the second part. So XO we have to put there, XO, right? So XO we will put. Now we will have to, like, we will put this AB here, right, into the first part. AB here we are putting, and so we have opposite, like reversed in BA in the second set, so we have to put BA there, right? So we will put BA like this, basically BA like this, right? So now when you can concatenate this first, middle and second, it is forming a palindrome, right? As you can see, OX AB OO BA XO. So both directions same you will read, right? OX, then AB OO BA XO. So both directions it is reading the same. It is the longest palindrome, right? So just for your convenience, I will just write it down here. So it is OX, then AB, right? AB, then we will add middle OO, and then we will add the second part BA and XO, right? So this is the palindromic string. So again both directions same, OX AB OO BA XO, OX AB OO BA XO, right? So this is the example, one of the example we will also check, unit test in our Java code. So I think it's pretty clear now. Let's look at the Java code now. So Java code is pretty straightforward once you understand the logic. So we just created two set of strings here. These are hash sets, and this is the input that is given to us. So this is the same input that I showed you, right? I just took this example. So this is the same example. Now we will iterate through all this array, right? And we will first we will reverse the string, and we will check if that set 1 contains if set 1 should not contain the string, and set 1 should not contain the reverse string, right? If that is the case, we will put it in set 1. If set 1 contains the reverse string and set 2 does not contain the string, right, then we will put it in set 2. So that's what, as I explained you here, so that's what we are doing. So we are putting set 1, and if the reverse is present, we will put the, like for example in this case, when BA comes, reverse string is already present AB, so we will put it in set 2, right? So that is what we are doing here. So so after we are done with the preparation of set 1 and so set 2, it's populated already, then we will create first, last and middle part, right? So here I called this second, but we can just call it last, like first, last and middle, right? So here first, last and middle part. So first, last we will create. So if So first part is how we have created here. So we will just take the strings which has a opposite string, right, which has a opposite string or reverse string. So if set1 contains a reverse string, right, then we will just put it into the first is equal to first plus key, right, of this, and then last is equal to reverse plus last, right. Last is equal to first, we will put that reverse here, right, and then we will put the last. So basically that's why we put it like this first, right, and then we are just concatenating. So reverse part we are putting first here, correct. So that's what we are doing here. So we will have first and last part, and now middle part is we have to check, if there is any string which is not, which does not have which does not have any reverse string present in the set 2, right. For example, OO, and it should be palindrome also, right, because OO is palindrome, so we can easily insert it into the middle, right. So similarly, XX is also palindrome, so anything we can insert which is palindrome here, right, because that's why the definition of the property of palindrome is that you can, if you have, let's say, A1 is a palindrome, and this is opposite of, like, A1 is a palindrome like this, and this one is opposite to palindrome, let's say A1 dash is opposite to palindrome like this, right, BAXO, then we can put this middle string as a palindromic string we can insert here, and still the resultant string will be palindrome, correct. So for example, what I mean to say is, um, let me just write down here. So if we say OXAB is one string, and we know the other part BAXO, right, BAXO is another part, so we know that this is a palindromic string, right. So OXAB, and ABXO. So this is a palindromic string. This whole thing is a palindromic string, right. So if I break it like in this middle, then if I have a palindromic string, I can put it here, right. For example, XX. If I have XX, I can put it here, and still the resultant string will be a palindrome, right. So that is what we are doing here. So middle, we will just take one of them, right, one of them we will take OO or XX. We cannot take both, right. So either OO or XX we will take, and then once we get it, we will just break it out, and then we will just append first, middle plus last, and we will calculate the answer's length, and we will just print answer, right. So this is the general approach to solve this problem. So let's just run this problem with the, so I just printed for you this first, middle and last part, right. So first, middle and last part. So XOBA, let me just minimize it so I can show you here. So if you look at this XOBA here also, it is XOBA, right, and then ABXO. So if you minimize this, you can read it now. Here first part is XOBA. So so either you can put XO or OX on this side, right, it doesn't matter, right. So you can these are interchangeable, so you can put OX here or XO here. So you have to only make sure that opposite goes here, right, reverse goes here basically. So that's what we have done here. So you can see here the first part is XO, then middle part is OO, and the last part is ABXO, right, and then we have just combined them together here, right. So this is the combined string, and it is a palindrome basically. So you can read it from front and back, and it reads same basically. It's a palindromic substring string basically. So this is the approach that we took to solve this problem with the help of set. We can take this another example also. We can take this example 4-2, right. uh, so let me just copy these strings here so I can run it. So OOOXXO, OOOXXO and XX, right. So these are we have to remove these two things. Now let's just run this one again. So now as you can see, this is the palindrome XO, then this middle part is OO, and the last part is OX, right. So we just divided into three different parts, and we just printed those, combined those three parts to form the palindromic string basically. So this is the way to solve longest palindrome on Codeforces with the help of hash set and with the help of logic I explained. So we uh, forming like first, middle and second part, and we are just combine those parts into one string to form the palindromic string, right, with the logic that I explained with these examples. So if you are new to my channel, there is a Codeforces playlist on my channel that has a couple of solved Codeforces problem, as well as there is a very big playlist called as LeetCode and LeanCode solutions that have a lot of coding examples which were previously asked coding interview questions by Amazon, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many other big tech companies. And those coding interview questions are very important in the way they are forming important coding varieties such as dynamic programming, graph questions, binary search tree related coding problems, binary search related coding problems, as well as BFS, DFS matrix related different coding questions. There are also coding questions related to linked list as well as strings that are covered there. If you are simply looking for initial Java rounds, and if you want to prepare for telephonic Java interviews, there is another playlist called as Java interview on my channel. You can check it out. There frequently asked telephonic questions are discussed, and how to answer those questions is also discussed, along with Java design patterns and Java architecture related questions. If you like this video, if you find it helpful, and if you like how it's been created with the help of examples and Java code, then please like this and subscribe it to the channel. Your subscription is really important for the channel, because that is the way the video can reach to more people who need help in their coding interviews. They can also watch the solved coding problems and understand what data structures are used to approach different varieties of Java coding problems, because the main goal of the channel is to help as many people as possible in their coding interviews and Java interviews. So please like it if you like this video. Also, if you have any questions, please put it into the comment, and if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching this video.